HopZine.com. Thanks for joining me for another video beer review. This time we've got a bottle of beer from the Thornbridge brewery in Bakewell, Derbyshire, and it is a bottle of their Reverend and the Makers American Brown, 5% ABV. Collaboration with Sheffield-based rock band Reverend and the Makers. They did one last year which was kind of like hybrid between a kind of like pale ale and a lager. Of course, Reverend and the Makers Summer Ale. This is to kind of like coincide with the release of their latest album. It's a brown ale. I've had a kind of like a test version of this which they released on cask called Coltrane. I do like a kind of hopped up American brown ale. I did enjoy Coltrane, so I think they probably made some tweaks from what they produced there. So then, beer in the glass, quite pale actually for a brown ale. I had a really good nice brown ale yesterday which is much darker than this. Good amount of carbonation, but I think this does have a little later etch in the glass, does this. Yeah, kind of like mid to pale pale brown. Kind of at the bottom it reminds me of the colour of kind of like tea before you put milk in it. The head slightly off white, slightly beige hue to it. So let's check out the aroma. That's nice. Definitely getting kind of brown sugar, brown bread. I'm going to say like malt loaf as well, like sweet malt loaf. Nice chocolate orange. There's a slightly, I won't say, yeah, slightly syrupy, kind of a lemon and lime. It's like a sharp citrus, maybe pineapple cubes. Those little kind of hard rock sweets. It's like a real sugary sweet pineapple. Yeah. More and more that those hops are really like jumping forward. And it's sharp, and it's got a slightly kind of washing powder thing. I guess I'm saying it's quite floral. And the brown malt character really has dropped out. I mean, in the maybe it's been kind of like pushed into the head. Those aroma compounds. Smells much hoppier than I was expecting. Smells much hoppier than it looks anyway. So let's dive in. Cheers. That's not bad. Really quite dry initially, but then it does kind of like address that situation. Yeah, there is kind of like a brown bread thing in the middle of there, but primarily it's a real kind of like sharp citrus. Yeah, I'm going to say lemon once again. This kind of really sharp, sugary pineapple. Carbonation is quite rampant. I think that's killing off a bit of that malt character. Yeah, it kind of, I feel like I can taste the CO2, like this really kind of like if you've ever had a soda stream, if you just put the water in and taste that, it really, in that sense, I can taste that. Maybe it's too light. A little bit of toffee on the back end there, slightly slick. Really fizzing on the tongue though. Yeah, there's a sugary sweetness in there, but it is primarily that kind of like sharp, sugary pineapple. And they're quite rampant carbonation and slightly dry. It's okay. I think I remember Coltrane having a bit more about it, a bit more malt character. For me, this doesn't have quite enough malt character for my personal taste in a brown ale. I do like a hoppy brown ale, but if you look at something like Dogfish Head's Indian Brown, I think that's right up there. That's one of the best in that style. And this is just a little bit insipid. Enjoyable drinking, but not really of Thornbridge's level, I'd say. Just okay, just nothing remarkable at all. So that's Thornbridge Brewery's Reverend and the Makers American Brown Ale, 5% ABV. You'd never get the 5%. It could be like, it does taste a little bit like a slightly sweet bitter, quite old school kind of like bitter with that that kind of like sugary Weetabix thing. Yeah, Reverend and the Makers American Brown Ale, 5% ABV. Decent, if unremarkable, and it's not a beer I'd buy again. Anyway, you can't win them all, but I'd say Coltrane was a better beer than this is. Anyway, I'm Rob from HopZine.com. See you next time. Cheers.